Hey everyone, welcome and thank you so much for being here today with me again. And this is a really, today's message is, I feel it's a very spiritual um, message here. I feel the divine here with us today. I feel divine energy. I feel spirit here to um, kind of pinpoint um, this message. I feel like it's gonna resonate a lot with light workers, okay? For people in a spiritual business, of people in a spiritual path. I feel like this is going to be something, some message is going to trigger a movement um, in a different direction. I'm not saying that whatever you've been doing for your life purpose is going to fade out and you're going to start something brand new. However, it could. So let's go into this message with a blessing from Spirit. Let's clear the energy so we can bring in this message. Something's being activated. That's what I was just hearing. Something is being activated. It's interesting because when I woke up, I felt so connected to Spirit, so connected to, um, I'm going to say, the Lightworker tribe, okay? All of our messages are all inclusive for anyone who wants to hear, anyone who wants to view. But I feel like today this is a very dedicated message to lightworkers. And interesting that I felt connected to this Kyle Gray Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. But when I opened the deck to shuffle the cards and hold them and to kind of meditate over them, I found a dime in the box, okay? This dime represents value. It represents fulfillment and a completion of something, because the circular reminds me of that, a completion of something. But I also feel as if it is an indication that there is value, there is uh, tangible money, there is spiritual fulfillment, there are blessings, there is prosperity, it is love, it is all of those things. Light workers, we are being rewarded for, some of us have been through a lot, a lot. I was just talking to the person that is in my life and very significant to me, and he and I were having a conversation, and he said to me, listen, sweetheart, you have been through so much in your life. Everything that you've told me, everything that you've been through, how are you still standing? And I said, by the grace of God, it is my life purpose to be who I am, to know that whatever I've gone through, whatever experiences, they were meant to be. And it is because of those experiences that I have grown spiritually. I have connected even more with myself, with my guides, with my divine creator. And I'm not bitter. It didn't take me down. All of those experiences didn't take me down. One of the hardest things that we could ever go through is losing loved ones, physically passing from this plane to another. And even on a grander scale, losing your child. And you know, if you've listened to this channel, that I lost my son last May to a horrific uh, at the hands of somebody else. I'll say that, okay? And I could have crumbled. I could have hated God. But that experience has brought me closer to truths, to God, to my son, to my family. And so while he's not here and I don't have him physically, I have the energetic connection with him, the very spiritual connection. And I'm thankful. So I feel like this message it's a very spiritual in nature. It's a very, bear with me for a moment while I gather my, I'm getting information coming in. So Spirit is here to say, listen, I've got you. I've got you. And you may feel at times like you're falling. You may feel at times like you don't know where you're going to land. But I'm telling you now, as a light worker, as an empath, as a child of my divine creator, that we aren't going to fall into some abyss where we never land on our feet. It's amazing, this journey. The curves, the ups, the downs, where you feel like your feet aren't touching the ground. But we are in the arms of our divine creator. As light workers, we are protected. We are right now in a transition, some of us. And it feels, you may be feeling some sort of abyss, like you don't know where you're going next. But I can tell you that one leg of your spiritual journey is changing, okay? There is part of that journey that is changing. And it is bringing you and me closer and closer to our own spiritual self, closer to your divine creator. And it is a very deepening awakening, a very real awakening. If you notice on my channel, I'm not like other readers. I love those other readers. Trust me, I listen to them. But I'm not your typical past, present, future type of reader. I am to the soul, guys. That's who I am. That's my life purpose. And there are times when I feel like I wish I could do that. I wish I knew tarot inside and out. I wish I could be specialized in love and romance. I wish I could this and that. You know, there's all kinds of things. But Spirit says you are so valued by your guides, by your divine creator for what you do. Your divine purpose is specifically for you. And so if you ever feel like you're not good enough, guys, remember this. You were divinely created for this specific divine life purpose. And it is real and it is you. So I'm going to just ask our keepers of the light to give us some advice, some blessing, whatever it is that they have to say. Yeah, guys, listen, we're going through a soul expansion. I think some people call it maybe dark night of the soul, but I like to call it soul expansion. I like to refer to these moments of transition as a very necessary and uh, I want to say detailed, but we don't know all the details. Spirit does, right? God does. Um, it's a very intricate. I'm seeing like thread and needle. I'm seeing a how do I say this? Fabric. It's woven into the fabric of our divine life purpose. Okay, so this self expand or soul expansion. I'm sorry, I know I said self, but that's for a reason. We are meant to go through things, to experience things, to understand um, the way of all things. Um, we go through experiences. I feel like, guys, I feel like those who are light workers, those who are empaths, some people call yourselves star seeds. Not real familiar with that, but I know we're all connected at the soul level. And I know that we have to go through things sometimes in order to understand, okay? To understand. And every experience we go through to better understand brings us to a higher level of learning, of understanding, of enriching our life purpose. And bear with me if this goes deep, but this is because we are deep, guys, okay? Um, so we are going through a soul expansion, and we may not understand sometimes why we have to go through these things, and why we have to experience heartache and pain. Sometimes we have to feel our way through things, and so Spirit says you're on a trajectory. You don't have to worry about trying so hard to manifest things in your life, because as we go along on our path, on our journey as healers, as light workers, as whatever star seeds, as not whatever. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean any disrespect, because everyone is important in their journey and their life purpose. And so, as we go along on this journey, um, we build up this karma for all the good that we've done, for all the healing that we've done for others, for ourselves, for surrendering to our life purpose, for keeping, this is a lot, guys, for help, for being stable in our balancing things out, for knowing and discerning when to cleanse your energy, to clear your energy. There's a lot with this and to this on this spiritual life path, guys. There's a lot. And for those of you who are listening and you're not understanding, that's okay. And if you don't want to continue listening, you can always click off. It's fine. Do you do you, okay? But for those of you who do connect and understand, know that this message is so deep and so connected. I feel it so much right now. It's so hard to put into words. So Spirit says, listen, you're connected to the earth, right? We're connected to the earth. Our spirit, our soul is eternal and light, but our physical bodies are connected to the earth. So I feel a very real connection with balance here, guys. Okay, and that's partially because I'm a Libra, and Libras are all about balance. But I feel like there is a very real sense of, do you remember that song? Wait, what is that? What? He's got the whole world in his hands. What is that song? I can't remember it all right now, but maybe it'll come to me. But it's like this reminds me of like our divine creator. He's got the whole world in his hands. And it's like we are sort of meant to understand to a higher level why we're here. And um, the more we experience, the better we can do our healing life purpose. We could heal others, we could heal ourselves, we could understand, maybe understand the earth, maybe understand environmental um, animals, trees. But we are so rich in knowledge that's waiting for us, guys, because we are spiritual, because we are part of this woven, our life purpose is woven into the fabric of, specifically for you as an individual. Okay, you guys may be feeling some sort of connectivity to something you haven't before. That's what I'm feeling. Like maybe some of you weren't very environmental before, but now you are. And it's because our energy is being sort of aligned with the elements around us. I feel like some of you are fascinated now with uh, anything celestial or astrological. Some of you are coming into just kind of a knowing of and a greater understanding of the aligning of planets, of the moon cycles. I feel like some of you are coming into this interesting journey where you want to explore space. Um, and I feel like there is a call to action in that way. I do feel that a lot of us are really feeling, I feel it strong today. I feel a strong pull today to be in this oneness, to be in this place of um, a deeper connection. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. There is magic manifesting, guys. And I don't mean that we are to be in constant, I want, this is what I want, I'm going to make it happen. It's this magic manifesting is sort of like automatic for us, for light workers, for people who are spiritually in touch, in tune, okay? Some of you don't realize that you have this ability. And by naturally being the healer, the light worker that you are, things manifest sort of almost on their own because they belong with us, and we're not putting all our eggs in one basket, so to speak. We're not or we're not supposed to put all our focus on the outcome. This has been a big, huge lesson for me to understand that I don't have to worry about things. It's like God's promise. You're a light worker. You're doing your life purpose. You're learning lessons. You're growing. So you're going to be rewarded. You're going to be blessed. And those things that you crave, those things that you desire, for some of you, I feel like you have felt like, am I ever going to find a permanent lover? Am I ever going to have the romance? Am I meant to be in a permanent relationship, or do I have to keep going through relationships to learn things and to grow and to heal others? And then I feel like some of you may feel like you've been in relationships where you feel like you've helped someone heal and experience what they need to experience, and then they go on their way and leaves you heartbroken. But Spirit says there is a special person. There is someone for you. Keep moving on your path. Sometimes we have to learn from relationship to relationship. It's like stepping. Now, I don't want to sound insensitive. It's like stepping stones to to get to where you need to be internally healthy, in order to be in a permanent relationship, because now you've learned all of these things. You've learned your boundaries. You've learned how you're important, your self-worth. You've learned that you can't always put everybody else before you. You've learned that you are that special treasure inside that treasure chest. You've learned the importance of your role in a relationship and the balance that it requires. For some of you, you are just amazing, beautiful human beings that give 1,000% to your partner, to the relationship. And Spirit says that's all good and well, but you have to know that it has to be balanced. So there has to be give and take. There has to be common ground. There has to be, and it's something that we have to learn on our journey, guys, through past experiences. And then you can come into this beautiful place with somebody. Okay, let me do one more card in this deck, and then I want to do the Sacred Spirit reading cards. Guys, your path is your path. It's like when you're on the highway and there are exits, right? Sometimes we get off on an exit to explore a few things, to learn a few things, and then we get back on the highway again, only to get off on another exit and explore other things. But I feel as if that highway is your main path. We do have to take exit off the highway every now and then to explore, to learn, to grow. And I do feel that's what's happening now with us. We have been on this highway for a long stretch, and we have been doing what we need to do. But now we are on this, getting ready to exit, to discover something new and beautiful, okay? There is a divine intervention here. And Spirit says no matter what, on this journey, it may feel like you're mourning something. I have been feeling that for a while. Like I'm mourning something, and it's a feeling that is almost, it's draining. It's you don't quite understand why, and it's not a very pleasant feeling. But Spirit says it's because you've been on this trajectory, this path of the same thing for a while, and now you've learned so much, and now it's time to exit a little bit, just long enough to learn something new. And so I feel like our paths are, it's like we're on this winding, it's like there's this big structure, like a big mountain, and we're taking the path that goes around the mountain, but we can't quite see around the corner. We can't see around the curve. So we don't know what's there. But Spirit says, trust me. Trust you. This is something that is beneficial to your life purpose, beneficial to you. It is a deepening of connection, is a deepening of learning, of knowledge, of wisdom. So trust it and know that we must follow this guidance, but we also have to know and discern when to take action ourselves, okay? So I have this guide called Radha, and she says, rediscover a lost part of yourself, okay? So there's a need for balance. There's a need to rediscover something in your soul, to reignite your soul flame. I feel like this, whatever's changing in our path, in our life purpose, it's bringing, like I said, a deeper connection. That's what this is. That's what's coming in. A deeper connection, wisdom, knowledge. You may even be um, more connected to animals. Okay, for some of you, I'm feeling horses for some reason, um, and to me, horses represent freedom. They represent um, grace, uh, and I feel like there may be a connection for some of you to a gazelle. I don't know. Maybe you've been seeing things. Maybe you've been watching National Geographic Channel or some sort of animal show, but for some reason, you know, maybe you've been hearing something or seeing something about gazelles. Um, I believe gazelles are very graceful. I believe um, they can run at very high speeds with grace, and I feel like there's something coming in that's moving you at a might start at coming in at a high rate of speed as far as like wisdom, knowledge, direction, movement. So let me just talk to Spirit, Sacred Spirit reading cards here. Okay. They're beautiful. I love these cards. And as an artist, you know, you guys know me, you know I'm a painter. I appreciate artwork, and these cards are just, they're beautiful. The colors, the way they kind of blend together, and they're kind of just very, they really resonate with me. So I love them, and I know Spirit, they're filled with messages that are just beautiful. Thank you, guys. So I believe that some of you may have been emotional lately. Like I just said, I have been myself. You may be experiencing some emotional challenges where I feel like, for some reason I'm hearing Pisces. I don't know why, but I feel like it could be water energy. That water represents emotions. I do feel like some of you may be experiencing a um, sort of emotional roller coaster, and it may be concerning. You may be feeling, maybe I need to see a therapist. I don't know what's going on with me. It could be hormonal. But I feel like a lot of this too, and guys, absolutely, if you need to see a physical doctor, please do, or a mental health specialist, please. But please do. But as a spiritual being, you may be experiencing this kind of uh like detaching from something that you knew before, or and it's painful because it's been a part of your life. So Spirit says don't fear it, because it is necessary for growth. You're never going to be totally away from what you've been called to do. It's your divine calling, but there may be elements that are changing. There may be things that are shifting, and so when that happens, it's better to flow with it, okay? And ask Spirit, you know, ask your guides, ask your divine creator to help you. For some of you, I feel like your spirit guides might be people that in your life that have passed over, okay? Yeah, oh my goodness, thank you, guys. Spiritual evolution. Set your heart free. Guys, listen. Oh my goodness. I feel the presence of energy. People that may have passed over to another chapter in their life, that are trying to come through and say, listen, your spirit, your soul is being guided to move to freedom. And I feel like for some of you, maybe you've been stuck. You haven't let go of somebody. I don't want to say let go of somebody, because their energy will always be with you, but maybe you haven't let go of a memory that maybe wasn't pleasant, or maybe you haven't let go. You're afraid to move on to other things because you're afraid you'll betray that person that left this plane. But that's not the case. Spirit says we're all connected, guys. We're all connected. And if someone has passed on, it's not that you have to say goodbye forever to that memory. It's that you have to say goodbye to that experience and move forward, because it's time. It's time to set your heart free. It's time to set your spirit free, because there's so much around that bend that you don't even know. There's so much around that bend that you don't even know. You're not aware of it. Don't be held back by your loyalty or your dedication to someone that was in your life that passed. You are dedicated, you are loyal, but this is a new experience coming in for you. For some of you, I do feel like you lost the love of your life, or like me, I lost my son, but I feel like those experiences were supposed to happen when they did, and in that time frame. But it is time to move on from certain experiences, to set your heart free, to soar, to move with the light, to move into that beautiful place of freedom. Do you see the sun rays there, or that beautiful celestial rays of light? It's weird, when I picked up the card, it's because of the lighting in the room, I'm sure, but when I looked at it, I almost saw the light beaming brighter. And it's like, I know this, the lighting in my room, right? Probably, but I felt like it was a very significant sign that we're moving into the light, our heart, setting our souls free, spiritual evolution, spiritual growth. Thank you. Yeah. Here we go, guys. I'm still in awe after doing this for however long I've been doing this. I'm still in awe with the confirmation from the cards. Confirmation of what I feel that comes in, what I say from Spirit through me, and then we get the confirmation. Sacred divinity. There are two paths ahead. Guys, there are two paths ahead. It's balance. What I get from this is that it's balance. You need a little bit of both. And so I'm feeling that the two paths ahead isn't necessarily a fork in the road. I feel like it is a sort of joining together, aligning of some sort of spiritual alignment. That's what I feel with this. It's very popular and very common for some readers to, when they get a message like that where there's two paths ahead, they'll typically say there's a fork in the road, a decision to be made. But for us, for me, for this right now, I feel like there is a coming together of something, an aligning of body, mind, spirit, and aligning, a teaming up with the universe, a teaming up with your soul journey, your path. Guys, you're coming into something beautiful, something brilliant, something significant. You're coming into rewards. You're coming into reward for dedicated effort, for learning how to move through experiences, to feel our way through, to put our faith and trust in the universe and God. There's something aligning, coming together for you, for me, and whoever's listening. It's coming together, okay? I don't feel there's any more need for any more of these cards right now, because I do feel Spirit saying, take a moment to absorb what was just given to you in love and in light, in these words, in this voice, in this message, in this time. It's really time, guys. It's really time. to surrender to the flow of the natural prosperity that's coming in for you, because you are to flow and bask and bathe in it. That's what I'm hearing. Because I'm seeing like this river full of infinite blessings, coins, rubies, gems, and you are in the midst of it, flowing with it, because you're part of it and it belongs with you. Understand that this journey is taking you someplace that you've never been, and it's a beautiful place. Okay? I know for some of you, you feel like this has been a long journey and you don't see a way out. You just feel helpless for some reason, for whatever it is. But Spirit says, jump into that magic stream, because it's waiting for you. That magic stream is your energy, your soul, your light. It's waiting for you. I feel that this has come to a conclusion here. I don't feel that there's any more messages here. You know what your life purpose is. A lot of you know. I did bring out my life purpose cards, and I'm just going to show you this one. Some of you are, this is all about healing, guys. Your life purpose is to be a healer. Some of you are artists. Some of you will do body work, and just the touch of your hands or creating art on someone's body will trigger something within them, some kind of healing. Maybe you're a Reiki person, maybe you're a massage therapist, maybe you're a personal trainer. Whatever it is you are and whatever it is you're called to do, it is every bit as important as anybody else's life purpose. You are significant. You are significant, is what I'm hearing. You're loved. You're protected. You're guided on this life journey, this life purpose. Know that, believe that, and be in love with that, guys. Okay? I hope you have enjoyed this reading. God bless all of you, and know that I am here. I am here to be a spiritual guide, and I am a teacher and a student. All my love always, guys. Until next time, namaste.